Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at pen sorting. So I've lost all the footage, but this is the mess that I started with. And I also wanted to start a swatch so I could see exactly what colours I had and exactly what pens. Hi, I'm Vicky and I'm back again from Charming Raindrops, and we're on day 6 of Vlogmas. If you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. If you've come back, thank you for coming back. It's lovely to have you back. If you like what you see, then please feel free to like, subscribe, do all those YouTubey things and hit the bell to be notified when I post more videos. So what I'm doing here is I've already coloured all the boxes. I don't know where that footage went either. I've no idea. I think something might have gone a bit wrong. But I sorted all my super tips into colours and then I put numbers on them so that I would know which one comes out in what colour. Because sometimes the caps and the outside of the pen can be quite deceptive. So I figured that this was the best way to do it. And also I've got so many pens, it's unbelievable. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm trying not to buy things like pen stickers. So you'll find that there's a theme starting here where I am trying to use up what pens I've got, trying to use up stickers and stuff. So a lot of my journaling content will be using stuff that I have around my home, because I want to start downsizing, not for any particular reason, but it's just there's no point in having loads of stuff that I don't use or that I've used and I'm thinking, am I going to use it again? And it's like, just use it, get it done, but use it up. It's all well and good just going and printing more every month, but it's like, I kind of want to use the backlog of what I've got. So you'll find that there will be a different angle on my journaling come January. For those of you that are new here, I do a lot of journaling videos. That's generally where I started, was bullet journaling. I've kind of made a system which is sort of bullet journaling but sort of my own. And I have made other journals around it. So I have a reading journal, so I share what I'm reading every month. The day job is a library assistant, so reading's kind of my jam. But it's lovely to have you here. So what I've done on the first page is I've done a pen pantry. This is because I had so many pencils, so many rubbers, and so many just biros and stuff in different colours, and I just wanted to have a real good list of exactly what I had, what I owned, just so that I can then go to use it up. Rather than going and buying more pencils, let's not buy more pencils, let's use up what we've got. And I've got them all now sorted into one box, which is really amazing. I think this took a good couple of days on and off to do the whole of the pen sorting. But you'll find that later on it'll be sticker sorting and washi tape sorting and all of that jazz. But I'm glad that you're here for the journey. So back to pens. So I had a lot of pencils. As you can see, I kept finding them. So from the numbers on the side, I started off with the box had 60 in it. Then I opened another box and found another 19. And then as time went on, you're just finding pencils, finding pens, sorting them, trying to put them all in one place. And then what will happen is I'm going to colour boxes as I use them. And then I'll actually know when I run out of stuff. It's just mad to think that, I've got this much stationery. I don't need this much stationery. I just have accumulated it over the years. And I just want to start using it up in a sensible fashion. And now I'm doing a lot more drawing, a lot more journaling, a lot more of that sort of stuff. It's a good time to, use all this stuff up in a sensible way. So that's where I'm at with it at the moment. I do love zebra pens though. I love zebra pens. I don't know what it is, and I love handwriting pens, even though handwriting pens is something that came from school. In school I always had to have handwriting pens. I hated biros. So I seem to have a thing about handwriting pens. So I have a handful of those. I did test them all before I started writing them all down and working out what I had. So everything that is in this book, so everything that you've seen so far and this is working. So I ditched anything that didn't work. So yeah, so basically I've got into the nitty gritty now of the tidying up. Or that's what I think I'm doing. Then I'll go and do some more big bits. But at the moment, it's all the small bits. And I just want to see, what can I use up while I'm organically doing what I do, my hobbies. And so I think in a few days' time, we look at my yarn stash, because then I'm going to see if I can do projects next year which use the yarn stash up rather than buying more yarn. And, it's all about just using up what you've got. I mean, I haven't got loads of money, I'll be honest. I'm not in huge amounts of debt. But sometimes it's just a case of having what you have and using up what you have. And then, it makes space for more things or different things. But sometimes you've just got to use up what you've got rather than just keep buying and buying and buying. And I can be quite impulsive at the best of times. I feel like I'm preaching, but I'm really not. But, sometimes you have just got to use up what you've got. So that is my aim for 2025. I've said it here. It'll be in my goals that go into my new journal when that comes out. So I've got a plan. That is my goal, is that I want to have tried to I'm not going to put myself under pressure for a number either. I'm just going to try and use as much as I can. So as I normally do my journaling and stuff, I will use up some of these pens and such like. So yeah, it's not a case of forcing myself to do it. To be honest, I'm actually really excited for, my using it up 2025. I'll come up with a better title, I'm sure. But it just makes me really, I'm really excited to try and, use up stuff, make life better. I want to do a lot on self-care next year. It's just, all this is going to go into my, when I start up my new journal. But I just want the year to be something that, I've made a difference to myself, my well-being, everything really. Because, if I need to look after me before I can help anyone else. And, all this stuff really excites me. But, if I want to keep it up, I need to look after myself. So there we are. Anyway, back to pens, because I've realised that I've gone off on a serious side quest. So I love zebra pens. I have Zebra Z grips, and they're like the biro-y ones, because in this day and age, I don't mind a biro, to be brutally honest. And I've got the fountain pens, because I do like the fountain pens, but they are disposable. So I think what I want to try and do, once I've used up, the pens that I've got, I then want to look into more sustainable options. I know you don't quite get that with felt tip pens and brush pens and things like that, but for things like fountain pens, I probably want to get something that's less disposable. Something that's a little bit more sort of refillable. So that's the plan. But at the moment, I have an awful lot of zebra pens. At the moment, it's just about seeing what I've got and seeing how it can best be used. I've said that over and over and over again. Oh no. But that's the bottom line of it. If you don't know what you've got, I found this with my toiletry stash that I did this to last year. And, I say a year ago. It was beginning of January. And to be honest, I bought less because I knew what I had and I was crossing it off as I went. So that meant that I was saving myself money, but also making space in my cupboards, using up things that were hanging around. Otherwise, all these things just hang around. And I did the same with my, I won't say pantry cupboard, but like my food cupboard. So you know, I had everything written down and it was all about using everything up. And I mean, I didn't use everything up, but it made it easier to use it up because you could see what you had rather than having to go hunting through 4 or 5 cupboards. You just knew exactly what you had. So I'm going to, just as that worked really well, I'm going to try and do the same thing with pens. And as they run out, obviously I'll cross them out and, you know, and we'll see where we're at. Probably this time next year, because let's face it, we'll be doing Vlogmas again, I'm sure. I've only got to day 6, but I'm already signing up for next year. Oh my god, it's like a video a day. But to be honest, I'm actually really enjoying it, which is really nice, because that's why I started up my channel, was so that I had somewhere to make videos, show people what I'm doing. It was more of a case of, it's just nice to share what you're doing with the world. And I love making videos, and I kind of figured that I hoped there'd be someone out there, and there is people out there that would love to hear about it too, whether you're here for the journaling content, whether you're here to watch me saw cupboards, or whether you're here for the book content. You know, I'm just glad that, you know, you're here and that it's doing something for you. So that's my pen pantry page. So I'll colour in the boxes as and when I use things up. So yeah, that's it. Okay, so if you've enjoyed what you see, if you want to see more, then please like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. And if you need some inspiration between time, you want to see what I'm using, some other things of what I'm doing, then feel free to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, and visit my website, which will come up just about now. Thank you and take care.